If you are a business owner that you want to quit your bad habits and addictions like these guys that I helped, then this ancient hack will instantly stop you from relapsing. And I've learned this ancient hack from Marcus Aurelius from his book called Meditations, which is seeing things for what they are, not who you are. Seeing things objectively, not subjectively. Let me explain. A mental model that can explain this idea is first principle thinking. This is basically you ask yourself, like, what is the activity or the substance that I'm addicted to? What am I really doing? So if we want to look at the addiction of short form content in an objective way, in seeing things for what they are, not who you are, and I'm going to give you an example for the subjective view. Seeing things for what they are is basically you holding a piece of glass, and it has metal, it has plastic, whatever the case is, whatever your phone is made of. And you're holding this piece of things and you're moving your finger through pixels, and those pixels are projecting to you emotions. Because if you genuinely think about it in first principles, again, what is short form content? It's basically emotions. You're scrolling through emotions, and that's how the algorithm gets you addicted to it, by providing your brain different emotions, not in a random way, in a specific way, but you will think it's random because sometimes it gives you something fun or happy, then something sad, then something weird, then something that makes you excited, then this is something that makes you sad, etc., etc. And this is how it gets you addicted. Now, the problem with this is not really good for your brain to be exposed to these different emotions simultaneously in a very fast pace, and that's why it's very bad for your brain. But I'm not going to get into that. This is how you can see short form content objectively. Now, subjectively, which is basically, oh, it's fun, I'm learning things. A lot of people, when I tell them you should quit short form content, they say, oh, it's fun, I'm learning from it. But this is subjective. You need to look at it on an objective way and ask yourself, well, if your intention from short form content is to learn, well, is there a better way to learn? If that's your actual intention behind using short form content. But 99% of you, no, it's not. It's because you're addicted to it. This is what Marcus Aurelius talks about in his book, Meditations. Now, another addiction that we can look at in an objective way is, for example, junk food. When it comes to junk food, subjectively, if you look at it for who you are, which is subjectively, you're eating something delicious and it makes you happy in the short term, but probably grungy and foggy, brain foggy in the long term. But this is subjectively. Like, it's delicious, it's fun, you can go out with your friends. But if you're gonna look at junk food in an objective way, well, what are you really doing? You're eating, let's say, a burger. It's a piece of bread with a piece of lettuce and a piece of meat that has so much calories. And when your brain gets exposed to that much calories, because it's adapted from thousands of years that calories are good, calories makes us alive. Because your brain is adapted to that and programmed this way, then it's gonna be like, this thing brings me a lot of calories, so it's a good thing, so I'm gonna keep doing it. That's why you're addicted to junk food. This is looking at it in an objective way. So whatever addiction or bad habit that you have, and by the way, bad habits are things that you can easily quit, like biting your nails. And I can give you an example right now how you can look at it in an objective way. These are bad habits that you can quit very easily, but addictions, you wanted to quit those addictions over and over again, but you kept relapsing. So biting your nails, a lot of people does that. To look at it in a subjective way, you can say that, well, I bite my nails and it's out of my control. This is subjectively. This is seeing things for who you are. But if you're going to look at it in an objective way, you're going to ask yourself, like, what do you usually feel when you start biting your nails? Most of the time, it's anxiety. This is your brain trying to soothe itself by doing an activity, which is biting your nails. This is one example, of course. If one of you are biting your nails, it can be for a different reason. It doesn't have to be anxiety, but based on over 100 people that I helped, and a lot of them used to bite their nails, most of the time it's anxiety. So whatever bad habit, whatever addiction that you have, look at it in an objective way and genuinely ask yourself, what am I actually doing? And think of it in first principles. And this is going to massively help you. If you're getting value from this video, then I invite you to check my community. You can check it out in the link in the description. I can help you one-on-one to break any bad habit or addiction that you have. And I offer a 7-day free trial where in those 7 days, I'm going to jump on a call with you and break at least your first bad habit and addiction that you have. And if you see the value, you can continue with my coaching program. If not, that's completely fine.